Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Anda sedang menonton rakaman khas Agenda AWANI dan saya tidak pernah berselindung atas nama ketulusan. Saya sentiasa menjunjung tempat dari mana saya datang, iaitu kampus Minden, Universiti Sains Malaysia, Universiti Apex Malaysia, universiti yang memperjuangkan kelestarian. Dan sebab itu saya ada baju AWANI, tapi saya pakai baju USM Apex hari ini untuk mengingatkan kita bahawa perjuangan untuk menyelamatkan umat manusiawi dan juga kurniaan Tuhan pada kita, alam semula jadi ini, ia tidak bermula besok, ia sepatutnya bermula semalam pun. Dan kalau hanya seorang pelajar berusia 16 tahun, Greta Thunberg, boleh pergi untuk berucap kepada dunia di Perhimpunan Agung Pertubuhan Bangsa-Bangsa Bersatu New York bulan September 2019 dengan menaiki kapal layar kerana beliau tidak percaya pada pengangkutan udara yang melepaskan banyak gas rumah hijau, itu memberikan kita petanda bahawa warga kampus, pelajar, siswa dan siswi boleh melakukan lebih lagi. Untuk itu, USM tahun ini mencapai usia 50 tahun. Kalau seorang pekerja, 50 tahun itu usia yang cukup matang, penuh kearifan dan pengalaman. Dalam konteks itu, saya berbesar hati kerana penghulunya, Naib Chancellornya, yang dikurniakan Tuhan kelebihan untuk memimpin USM masuk ke tahun 50, Profesor Datuk Dr. Astro, terima kasih meluangkan masa bersama dengan saya. The last time I interviewed a lady Vice Chancellor was Professor Alice Gast of Imperial College. Dan College Imperial di London ada berapa jumlah rakyat Malaysia yang belajar situ sedang mengejar Harvard, Oxford dan Cambridge di 3 teratas kelompok senarai universiti dunia. USM pun sedang kejar. Bagi dia masa, kalau kerajaan bagi semua bilion-bilion yang dijanjikan bahawa Apex itu mungkin dah sampai pun. Tapi tak apa, itu perbincangan hari lain. Prof. Asma, saya nak bermula dengan poin yang mudah sahaja. Perkataan lestari ini dengarnya mudah, betul. Nak laksananya itu cabaran berat. USM satu-satunya universiti, kalau tak pun seluruh dunia dan rantau, di Malaysia yang meletakkannya sebagai DNA untuk setiap polisi, tindakan dan ilmu. Di mana kita berada, USM berkhidmat untuk Malaysia sudah 50 tahun. Di mana kita berada dalam konteks itu?
Assalamualaikum. Cam, dan perlu saya katakan di sini, first of all, before I start anything, I'm very proud that you are the alumni of Universiti Sains Malaysia.
Thank you.
Because daripada segi an example of what we call hebat, I think you are the epitome of holistic, entrepreneurial, balanced, articulate thinking graduate that we want to have, and you are now be able to show that daripada segi the kind of probing questions that you are now asking for the local leaders as well as the international leaders. So I want to say that off the bat, yeah. So daripada segi kelestarian, selalunya universiti, saya rasa daripada segi influence have been led astray. Okay, let me say off the bat, have been led astray to say that only R&D is the true north of the university. Tapi 11 tahun yang lalu, masa USM diberi Apex 2008, I'm so glad that the ministry at that time already recognized what is the potential of this university in being sustainability led. Today, sustainability is the buzzword. But 11 years ago, it was very tough, even for the ministry to now, macam mana nak evaluate a university yang balance between KPI dan KIP, Key Intangible Performance, yang ingin menolong mereka daripada golongan kebawahan, yang ingin menghasilkan R&D, walaupun dalam konteks Industri 4.0, tapi masih lagi mampu untuk menghasilkan teknologi yang high-tech tetapi high-touch. Sebenarnya, being sustainability led yang Apex Agenda Universiti Sains Malaysia, now sekarang ni memang dah menghasilkan banyak impact. That is, I rasa, the far-sighted thinking of the forefathers of this university, that kita rasa we need to break away. The league tables are there. that you can be in the top rank based on your citation, based on your publication, based on working with the industry. But 11 years ago, we already asked the question, what is the true north of a university? We already asked that question because we say that the university should now be the pulse of the nation. We should be the one that produce what the nation needs. And not only that, but also to be global players. So if this is the kind, then we need to be referred, we need to be respected, we need to be relevant. Now how are we going to do this? And what we say is that dunia sekarang punya problem is the 17 SDGs that you now see, Sustainable Development Goals. And this is where USM 11 years ago lagi dengan Apex Agenda telah menyatakan bahawa kita akan move transdisciplinary. Makna dari dulu lagi kita dah fikir convergence of knowledge. Sekarang untuk move IR 4.0, you need convergence of knowledge, bukan silo based. So USM daripada awal lagi dah menyatakan we want to be transdisciplinary, we want to move academic excellence, and we want to now to move research excellence for what? To help to improve and transform the socio-economic well-being of the people of the bottom billion. Why would a university want to do that? A lot of universities now produce things for the wealth of the nation. Betul. As a research university, we need to do that. But the challenge is how now do we change high-tech to high-touch? What does it mean by high-touch? Making things daripada segi teknologi available, affordable, accessible, and appropriate to the culture of the people who needs that. Barulah sebuah universiti itu dapat menunjukkan impak, dapat create a sustainable change in the community that we are living in. Barulah sebuah universiti itu akan menjadi the pulse of the state, the driver of economic success for the country, and also to help the people of the world. So being sustainability led, kalau daripada segi dulu orang kata soft. Betul ke universiti ni nak able to help people of the bottom billion? Mana perkataan industri? Mana perkataan wealth for the country? Mana perkataan being the global player? All this now is encompassed in the word sustainability.
Itu juga desakan perjuangan menuju kelestarian.
Betul.
Kita lihat Amerika Syarikat. Presiden ada kempennya dalam 2 tahun, penggalnya mungkin 4-5 tahun, dan nak bercakap tentang kelestarian mungkin dia perlu letak 2 bilion hari ini, 11 tahun depan baru nampak hasil yang ketara.
Betul.
Untuk seorang Naib Chancellor pun sama. Prof lebih kurang berapa? 3 tahun sekarang
betul.
Memegang. Jadi bagaimana kita nak mengahwinkan kepentingan yang jelas kita tahu begitu penting dengan tuntutan-tuntutan semasa yang ketara untuk kita berikan. Ya, kalau boleh kita nak situasi ideal, politik tu kita letak dalam gelas ni pengajian tinggi. Tapi kita tahu itu bukan dunianya. Dan dalam era Malaysia baru, saya diajar dan diasuh etika kewartawanan dan ilmu kewartawanan di sini. Jadi yang saya belajar dulu sampai sekarang sama, etika dan nilainya sama. Cuma rentak ekosistem itu berubah. Bagaimana Prof mengahwinkan semua ini? Kerana untuk menuju ke depan, USM perlu memenuhi kedua-duanya. Menyelesaikan masalah masyarakat Malaysia sekarang terpinggir, duduk di lembah kelang tapi hanya boleh makan nasi, tak ada lauk misalnya. Inequality of income misalnya. Dan pada masa yang sama, ya, kalau kita tak bersatu dengan negara-negara dunia, Arktik akan cair, Antartik akan cair, paras laut akan naik. Kita juga adalah negara kelautan. Jadi mereka yang banyak berkepadatan di pinggir-pinggir laut dan juga sungai akan bukan saja tak boleh makan nasi dengan lauk, nasi pun tak ada kerana habis tanah sawah di kampung saya itu akan ditenggelami oleh air masin. Jadi bagaimana nak kawinkan dua tuntutan ini dalam penggal pentadbiran?
As far as I'm concerned, what exactly will make a difference?
Okay.
Right? What exactly will make difference? It is the student. It is what we teach the student. That's why we say before you decide what kind of country or higher education you want, you have to say what kind of people what you want to be your future generation to be. So saya nampak sekarang ni dengan globalization, dengan industry 4.0, people now moving to society 5.0. End game. What is the problem right now? Trust. trust and trustworthiness is not there. And yet tomorrow we are talking about collaborative economy, we are talking about sharing of information. What does that mean? At the end of the day, dengan knowledge yang itu, okay, number one, to kahwinkan dua-dua, kita akan adjust the curriculum. Okay. Obviously, curriculum need to change, right? Cara kita provide delivery of the curriculum pun kena tukar, sebab sekarang ramai dah pelajar tak dapat datang ke universiti, mereka terpaksa bekerja to cari income. So therefore now we have to have now mode of delivery to be different. Okay, fine. But the value of the degree now also is being questioned. So therefore kita kena gabungkan dengan skill, right? So we have knowledge, we have skill, but more important is sahsiah budak. Sebab to us, that is why we have the hebat agenda. Holistic, entrepreneurial mesti balance between knowledge and character. This is what I'm saying now has to be there, because end game dengan the new knowledge that is coming in at a very fast rate, you change curriculum macam mana pun, 2 years from now maybe the knowledge that budak tu ada will be obsolete. Tetapi apa yang tinggal? All of us, we ask the same question. I have a degree of PhD in this and that, but at the end of the day, how much did I really use my PhD? But it is actually when the university bentuk hanya sahsiah, that now matters, to be adaptable, to be resilient, to be flexible, to be able now to say change is a norm, therefore I got to embrace it. Now how do I go forward with it? I think the way in USM kita balance dua-dua. Curriculum, yes, but experiential learning very important dalam membentukkan values, integrity, character pelajar-pelajar. And that's why USM we champion community engagement. Okay. Orang kata community engagement ni buat kerja bakti siswa ke apa ke? No. In community engagement, this is how now you touch the ground. You now say, listen to what the people need. Then you come back and you put things together. And then, but when you are down there, that's when you really know what exactly does the people really want. And that is where now you provide solutions that is relevant. But this is where you learn adapt. This is where you learn interaction. This is where you learn group dynamics. This is where you learn that diversity is strength. This is where you learn now to work together, Malay, Chinese, Indian, international, together to provide solution. If you talk about it, you say, you read about it, it's not going to happen. You need to do it. Right? So, and in USM, this is what we are now doing to our students. We want them to be together. Even dalam program-program, even to the point of creating the global village. Kita kat Malaysia ni, because we are so hospitable, kita sediakan accommodation yang berlainan untuk local student dengan international student. And what happened? We miss out the most important thing in order to be a global player, which is internationalization at home. So in USM, no more. Kita sekarang ni dalam desa siswa, kita campur semua races, because we believe that education is the unifying factor for unity in diversity is very important, and education is the unifying tool. So we believe in that, and therefore sekarang ni even dorms kita dah campur dengan international students sekali, supaya kita bergerak as one, and daripada awal lagi, not after you graduate then only you enter the real world, baru you tahu kata oh hello in the real dunia macam ni. No, you have to start today. I'm sorry, it should have started from the school. It should have started when they were young. But to me, it's never too late for anything. If we don't do it, I don't think I can face myself in the mirror every day also. So that's what we are changing now, the way things are being done in order to now create the hebat graduates that we want from University Science.
Dulu kita tak pernah peduli sangat perbezaan warna kulit, sekarang kita pedulikan. Sebab tu saya suka tengok The Jungle Book, the musical, the Rohingya story ni, because ada seorang warga negara Nigeria, dia pegang watak utama. Tapi kita pula terbalik. seorang penceramah dari luar boleh datang dan berhari-hari muka harapan dan waktu utama media didedikasikan untuk penceramah tersebut. Isu tentang anak-anak kita tak cukup makan hingga terbantut. Ini orang luar buat kajian dan dapati walau di Lembah Kelang, kemiskinan bandar. Saya berpendapat USM mempunyai data-data ini kerana sebelum Apex, saya ketika menjadi wartawan cabuk saja untuk Berita kampus saja misalnya pun membantu di sana. Sudah ada kanita misalnya yang melihat pada isu-isu ini. Jadi bagaimana USM nak arus perdanakan perkara yang kerap dipinggirkan seperti bottom billion ataupun kelompok 40 terkebawah ekonomi ini supaya dia menjadi sesuatu yang mangli, bukan lagi sesuatu yang bila kita ada masa baru kita fikirkan. Sampai bila kita nak tunggu PBB datanglah, duta dia datang, penyelidik dia datang, oh tak betul lah kita punya ukuran ni, sebenarnya lagi banyak orang susah dan miskin. Kita juga ada data, kita juga ada penyelidik sendiri, Prof. As an academician yourself, as a researcher yourself, apa yang kita boleh buat menuju ke depan supaya kita pun boleh berdiri dengan data dan fakta kita.
This is the time whereby we need to have to be given, the researchers to be given the freedom to be actually perform good research, ya,
Okay.
bukan ni, but perform good research that have good data, that will now say what is the real problem, supaya sekarang ni whoever is making the decision is making an informed decision
And correct decision.
and a correct decision. Of course, the recommendations can now come from the research group that is going to do this, but they can all be put together with the scenario lah. You mentioned tadi that the VCs rasa they fail because they are coming from the Ivy League universities. What is the problem here? I think at the end of the day, if you are to lead a university that is now going to help nurture the future generation, number one, you have to have soul. When you don't have soul, you call your students, apa dia panggil, selalunya kita panggil apa, pelajar-pelajar kita tak panggil bakat, tapi kita kata
Modal insan.
modal insan. Alright, kita panggil modal insan. Bila kita panggil saja pelajar-pelajar kita modal insan, every student that walk into the university is now money. But they're paying tuition fees. It's now money. Kacing. Right?
Itu dengar lebih macam IPTS bukan IPTA.
Tetapi sekarang ni
jadi.
dalam keadaan di mana IPTA harus sekarang ni generate income, we have to think like that. Tetapi at the end of the day, kalau kita do it properly, right, it's not about modal insight, it's about nurturing bakat, nurturing talent. And how now dengan keadaan do more with less, that is the real challenge. Kalau kita ada soul, kita ada passion, kita tahu what higher education is all about, that is the real challenge for vice chancellors of the future to now say, okay, dengan keadaan kekangan yang ada, how do we still maintain the true north of what university is about? To now be able to have no longer TNL. This is about learning. Right? This is now about learning. What kind of learning experience this student will now have? That is now more important. And that pensyarah sekarang ni is the facilitator to make sure that the future generation is intact and that is ready to face all of the challenges of the 21st century. God knows 22nd century will have another challenge, but at the end of the day, how do we prepare the nation of the future? That's why I say at the end of the day, it's all about balance between character and knowledge.
On that, and going towards the end, berdasarkan hakikat bahawa USM adalah universiti pertama Malaysia diberikan status Apex atas DNA kelestarian tu, adakah Prof berpendapat kita boleh menghadapi cabaran perubahan iklim ini dan isu kelestarian? Kerana kalau Presiden Amerika Syarikat pun tak percaya, apakah harapan yang ada untuk umat manusia, bukan saja di Malaysia, seluruh dunia, kerana berbilion-bilion tan glasier sedang mencair, tak pernah cair dalam sejarah peradaban manusia disebabkan oleh human intervention ataupun campur tangan manusia. Your own personal opinion, your own professional opinion, bagaimana adakah kita akan berjaya atau tidak?
Saya rasa if we now do what we are doing as University Science Malaysia dengan kita punya vision, mission, aspiration for what we want the future generation to be, insya-Allah, I cannot say for the whole of the country, but at least for those who graduate from University Science Malaysia, sometimes it takes only one that now say, how can I create wealth for the country and how can I give back to society? How can I give back to humanity? It doesn't take very many people, but if many people have that same kind of thinking, then the world is a better place. And that's what I'm saying now, because that kind of person will think about the environment, will think about the people, to help the people of the poor, will think about moving the nation, will be a driver for the nation, and hopefully be a global citizen.
Prof, sepanjang kerjaya dan usia Prof dihabiskan untuk ilmu dan pengajian tinggi, saya beri peluang ini di minit-minit terakhir untuk Prof hanya ambil satu perkara saja. Ada banyak yang Prof boleh bagi. Satu perkara, one thing that you are most proud of what you have helped to contribute for the future, for now and for the past, for where ilmu, knowledge dan juga higher education di Malaysia.
Saya rasa as far as I'm concerned, I think I have put soul into higher education, and I hope that the future generation can now see that aspect, because saya rasa USM has created a lot of impact, bukan certain outcome, a lot of impact to the community, to the industry, to the state, to the country. So kalau kita dapat melakukan demikian, I rasa all the other universities using the USM template can also do that for the country. And that I think is very important, because to create sustainable change in the country or in the society is not easy, and you have to learn to do it. And we hope that the putting soul into higher education now has helped to move at least the alumni from University Science Malaysia in the right direction.
Okay, my last question to you. Dalam masa 10 tahun, katalah kita boleh terbang 10 tahun ke depan, di mana Prof nak USM berada? 10 years from now.
10 years from now, I see this university as a leader that is sustainability led. Not many universities in the country is shouting sustainability led.
Or even in the world.
Even in the world. But I think this is the way forward. Maybe, as I said today, this is 2019. 10 years from now, trust me, sustainability led will be the one that will turn around the future of the world. So, inshallah, we lead, and USM will lead the way. 11 years ago, when we received Apex, people were saying, how can a university do this? But we have managed to prove that. We have created the kind of impact, and as a result, now an indicator is there in terms of education to now measure the kind of impact that we have created, not only for Malaysia, but in the 17 SDG area: poverty, education, water, climate change, the whole works. So I don't think I can pinpoint mana, tapi it looks like USM has done its best in all the 17 SDG. So that can be done. There's now a tool and indicator to measure, and Alhamdulillah we are now number 49. I see us as the number 1, but in terms of education, we are number 2 in the world. So that in itself, I think after number 2, sebab kita ni we lead, so sulung selalu, we should be number 1. Okay.
Terima kasih kepada anda menonton Agenda AWANI, dan kerana saya adalah warisan USM, kami memimpin. Jumpa lagi insya-Allah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.